Hi y'all, Carrie D here, host of Coffee with Carrie Homeschool Podcast and the author of Just Breathe and Take a Sip of Coffee. You can't see my face today because I'm doing a series of some of my favorite math games using just a simple deck of cards or a pair of dice. Now today's game, you don't even need those. All you need is a piece of paper and two different color markers, okay? All right, so we're gonna play a game called Taxman. So your daughter or your son is playing against you and you are always the taxman, okay? So what your son or your daughter will do is they get to pick any number they want, 1 through 16, okay? And they get that number for their points. However, just like in real life, whenever we get paid, the taxman gets part of it. So in this game, whatever number your son or daughter takes and gets the points, the taxman or you gets the factors of it for their points, okay? So like for instance, let's say your son or daughter goes first and they decide that they want 16. So now they get 16 and they have 16 points, but I, the taxman, get the factors of 16. So that would be 1, because 1 times 16 is 16, and 4, because 4 times 4 is 16, and I also get 8 times 2, because 8 times 2 equals 16, all right? So your daughter has 16, and you or I have 1, 2, 4, and 8. Now it's your daughter's turn. She decides to take another number, but keep in mind, your daughter at this point can only take numbers and use them as points if there's a factor that the taxman can have. Because remember, just in real life, whatever we get paid, taxman has to get something out of it, okay? So let's say your daughter decides to take 15. So now she's got 15 as well for her points, but taxman gets the factors of 15. That would be 1 and 15, so 1's taken. And then 3 times 5 is 15, and so those become my points now. All right, so now it's your daughter's turn. She can pick any number that's left as long as there are factors left over, okay? So maybe your daughter wants to take 13, but she can't because the only factor of 13 is 1 and 13, so she can't have that one. So let's say she takes 14, all right? And then the taxman gets the factors of 14, and so that would be 1 times 14, that one's taken. 2 times 7, so I get 7. There we go. Okay, now it's your daughter's turn. She gets to pick now. She can't have 13 because the only factor of 13 is 13 and 1, all right? So I'm gonna automatically, or the taxman's automatically gonna get that prime number, okay? All right, so let's say she decides she wants to take 12. So she takes 12, and the taxman or me, I get the multiples or the factors of 12, all right? So that would be 1 and 12, and then 2 times 6, so 6 is available, so I take that one. And then also 12 would be 3 times 4, those are taken, okay? All right, so now it's your daughter's turn. She's looking at 11. All right, she can't take 11 because it's a prime number and 1's already taken, so taxman's gonna get that one. She looks at 10, but she can't have 10 either because the factors of 10 are 1 and 10 and 2 and 5, and they're taken. So it looks like taxman gets that one too. And she can't have 9 either because 3 and 1 are taken. All right. So then you each just add up your points to see who got the most points. All right. This game, you can play Taxman through 12. You can play Taxman 35. You can play Taxman 25. You can decide how many numbers you want to go and then have your child have fun trying to figure out a strategy to beat the taxman because there is a strategy. Have fun.